Uh, okay, what just happened? I am speechless. Actually, I'm not because I am talking, but I am looking for words to say. Anyway, let's start from the beginning. Hello, welcome back to a new video, and you have to watch the Nintendo Direct. Actually, it's taken down now, so you can't really watch it. But there is they did record it while they were doing it, so there's a full cut video on the all of the announcements. But this video, I'm gonna talk about my reactions and what I think. So this Direct was absolutely amazing. I think they made up for it because last Direct was kind of So immediately we start off with a banger, Mario Kart World. Now this game looks amazing, okay? The textures, the render distance, oh my god, Mario looks amazing. People don't like the new Donkey Kong design. Me personally, I think it's great, alright? I'm a big fan, alright? It's amazing. Not only can you grind rails and like parkour and jump with your cart, but oh my god, I am so speechless. Mario Kart World is probably, not even probably, it is the best Mario Kart, and I didn't even play it. Mario Kart, it looks amazing, the map looks amazing, the art looks amazing, the clouds look amazing, and honestly, I can't wait to play it. Not only does Mario Kart look great, there's a Mario Kart World Direct just for Mario Kart on April 17 at 6 a.m. PT and 9 a.m. ET. You best believe I might be live streaming that actually, or I'll just make another video about it. But besides that, after that, we had another amazing thing, and one of the people, or a couple of the people working on the Switch 2 came, and remember back in the reveal trailer for the Switch 2, we were all wondering what the C button does. Voice chat, okay? Oh my god, I have never thought in a million years that Nintendo would have voice chat, but it does. It's like inbuilt Discord into the Switch, and that's honestly really cool. Not only is it just like voice chat and stuff, you can screen share, you can mute, and there's even a Nintendo camera. It's like the Xbox Connect and stuff, or whatever what was called. I'm assuming later down they're going to announce games that use the camera, and we'll talk about the camera more in a certain game later, but it's amazing. I think it's really cool because, like, besides the Wii, this is the first shot at like a camera type thing. And honestly, something that's kind of it's sold separately. This is Nintendo, you know, and don't get your hopes too high. But my hopes were high. That's the thing. Except the game chat, you can screen share, like I previously mentioned, and there's like a mic. So like if there's like noise around you, it doesn't matter, it just like uses AI, I guess, or whatever, and it just like cuts out all the noise, and it just like you know, it just has your voice, which I think is cool, but I don't know if it's gonna work really well because like AI noise cutout thing is not always the best type thing. That's just my experience with like apps and stuff. And then we had Nintendo Switch Online, like the GameCube. That was very expected because they had like everything besides the GameCube. You know, we had a little cute cutscene with Bowser and Bowser Jr. I thought that was so cute. And they just kept talking after that about where you can play like co-op, and you don't need to use the same controllers on the console. You can just do this thing that's called Game Share or something. It's not like I would use it because I don't play co-op games because my friends and I don't really meet a lot. Doesn't matter. Except Game Share. Not all games have Game Share. Only the games that have co-op. Mario Odyssey, you can play Game Share. They mentioned this in the Direct. Someone play as Cappy and someone plays as Mario, you know. And they snapped. The snapping sound for the magnets are really satisfying. After that, you know, they showed a bigger screen, the original Switch 2017, 6.2 inch, This one, big fat 7.9. Big fat 7.9. High definition, more pixels, smooth gameplay, 120 hertz the screen, and it can reach up to 120 FPS, which is crazy. The Switch haters after this direct have gone silent. Them and the Steam Deck glazers, bro. Supports HDR, which is really interesting. Joy-Con 2 attachment magnetically. So one of my biggest concern is that what if the magnets like detach easily, but turns out you need to press a button and stuff, just like the original Switch. Also bigger like L and SR buttons, the ones if you play the Joy-Con, like, you know. So yeah, these are the buttons that are magnetic for the attachment to the Switch itself. Mouse controls. Oh my god. You can play like Metroid with the mouse controls and it looks like Doom. Like, it's like a PC. This is so cool because like the Lenovo Legion and Steam Deck and stuff can all do this. So, you know, it's nice knowing that the Switch 2 is like up there now. Improved speakers. I don't really care. 3D audio. You know, they talked about 3D audio. The new stand looks... I mean, I don't know. Me personally, I don't think the stand is gonna be good. Just like the old flimsy one for the Switch. I think the OLED stand was perfect. I think they should have just kept the OLED stand. But we'll see how it is. After they announced the stand, they were announcing that it's USB-C. And there's another one up top for the camera. I think... and they're selling like a cable. And it's funny seeing Nintendo sell like a brick for charging. More storage. The raw Switch 2 is 256 gigabytes. Instead of 32 gigabytes, it's 8 times bigger. The fact that like the Switch 2 is really a whole like different console, man. Like they really tried their best, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. If I do, I hope so. The dock, it kind of looks like the OLED, just bigger and rounded instead of the rounded square edges. It's like a big oval. We gotta look at the settings of the Switch. They look the same, which is kind of sad. I do see themes. I swear, if there's just black and white again, bro, I'm gonna... we saw like resolution. It looks interesting. But actually, there is a theme I just realized while looking at the direct. The outline for what he's on, it's like purple, pink, and blue. So that's definitely a theme, which is cool. There's a fan in the dock, like a new fan. It's really powerful, I guess. That's what they're saying. They, you know, started announcing Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour. This is like the... I thought... Now, hold on. I thought this was gonna come free with the Switch 2. No. No. You pay for it, and it's just like telling you how to use the Switch 2. Honestly, waste of money, bro. I don't know what's wrong with Nintendo these days, but, you know, it is what it is. Moving on from that, they just kept yapping about this, and then they went back to the mouse controls, saying on how you can play with it and stuff, and they showed some gameplay with it, which I found was really cool. After the Switch Welcome Tour, they started talking about game cards. So yeah, game cards, you know, it's just the same thing. It's just red, yeah, and the new logo. They were also talking about how the Nintendo Switch 1 SD cards don't work on the 2, so you have to buy a new one. Also, data transfer. So we didn't have this thing when I was moving from my Lite to my OLED. Bro, I lost so many things in the process. Because, like, you put in your account and, like, whatever comes back, and whatever doesn't, you're cooked, bro. You know what I mean? Also, we got a good look on the Nintendo Switch 2 Pro Controller. I still don't know how to feel. Like, I keep looking at my Pro Controller and saying, like, something looks wrong for the Switch 2 one. I guess it's really, like, round. I don't know if I like that. The top buttons, the ZL and ZR, are like white, and the you know, the L and R are also white. Audio jack at the bottom, finally! So now you don't have to like sit so close to the dock or Bluetooth. You can actually just do it from the controller like any other goddamn console. So now the Switch 2 is not dumb. Nice. After that, you know, they announced the Ask the Developer website. Also, they gave us a release date for Switch 2, June 5, 2025. Also, they were like yapping about something that's called game type. For me, it was pretty obvious. So, first game type, we have Nintendo Switch 2 games, the exclusive ones. Then you have compatible Nintendo Switch games, so games that were on the Switch 1 that are compatible with Switch 2, so you can play them on the Switch 2. And then for game type number 3, something really new, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, which means, I guess, kind of a remaster. I guess I don't really get it yet. I guess it's like an upgraded version, whether more stuff to do in the game or like a higher textures and stuff. They had one for Super Mario Jamboree. Like I was saying, they added mouse controls, new game modes, and they implemented the camera, and it kind of looks uncanny, but you know, it's okay. After that, you know, they said you can use the camera and you can see each other's face. You know, I never played a Mario Party game before, so I don't really, it's not my thing. After Mario Kart, and that is going to be releasing on the July 24, 2025. And you have to purchase the like upgrade pack, and I swear if it's like more than $5 or $10, bro. And then they announced Breath of the Wild Nintendo Switch 2 Edition and Tears of the Kingdom Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, which is sick. Enhanced resolution and frame rates, and HDR can render more vibrant colors. So we get basically a remaster. This looks amazing. They announced something new called Zelda Notes. Now, basically, in the Nintendo Switch Online app, you have this section that's called Zelda Notes. Now, the thing is, in the country that I live in, we don't have the app, so we have to APK, just like the PS app, which we also don't have in this amazing country. So you have to download it via APK, so I might do that. It just like, I guess it gives you like voice memories, whatever this is, navigation, play data, global play data, daily bonus, amiibos, photo studio, and item sharing. And in Tears of the Kingdom, all that I said, and auto build sharing. Now, auto build sharing is you can like share your creations in Tears of the Kingdom. I find this really cool, I guess. After that, they announced Kirby and the Forgotten Land Switch 2 Edition, plus Star-Crossed World. I don't know what that is, but I think it's like a DLC or something. And then we had Metroid Prime Beyond, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. It's going to release on the normal Switch, and it's going to have a Switch 2 Edition, which is really nice because I don't know when I'm gonna get my hands on the Switch 2, probably in my birthday, I hope. So, you know, it's nice knowing that I can still play it. Pokemon ZA or Legend ZA, I don't really care about. Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, nice. It's also releasing normally. After that, they announced a new game. It's handicapped people playing basketball. Yes. Called Drag Drive. It looks really cool. It looks, if you put Tony Hawk, but instead of skateboarding, it's basketball, but with a twist. Handicapped people in wheelchairs with monster wheels for like the monster trucks playing basketball. This game looks absolutely sick. It has style points. We love style points. You can dunk, okay? And it uses the mouse controls and the gyro. So if you want someone to pass to you, you put your hand up and wave it around with the gyro controls. I really hope this game is free. I'm pretty sure it's paid, but like, oh my god, this game looks so cool. Besides that, after that, they announced a big oof, Elden Ring. And I'm telling you, bro, the Switch haters have gone silent after this. I think I'm dreaming. The fact that I'm seeing Elden Ring run on Switch 2 in like 120 FPS, To me, that's just crazy. And correct me if I'm wrong, okay? The PS5, I am pretty sure, like it has quality, fidelity, and performance, right? Quality, bro, 4K and like 30 FPS or high textures. Here in Switch 2, high quality, 4K and 60 FPS. So I don't know if the Switch 2 is stronger, but like, hey, I don't know. So Elden Ring and then Hades 2 is coming to Switch. I'm assuming Switch and Switch 2. After Hades 2, we got like a speed round. Capcom releasing Yakuza and Street Fighter 6 on the Switch 2. Or my bad, actually, no, wait. Yakuza is Sega, so Yakuza is also coming to Switch. We got this new game. It's like mechs. It's like anime mechs. It's called what is it called? Daemon X Machina. Coming soon. Split Fiction is coming to Switch too, and some stuff I don't care about. FC Sports, 2K, and Hogwarts Legacy is getting like remastered, I guess, or like a Switch 2 edition, and it needed this because people were clowning on it. And then we have Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3+4. Now, oh my god, like a year back, I downloaded Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 from like the PS2 on my laptop, and honestly, it was great. I was having a lot of fun. You know, Tony Hawk Skater or Pro Skater, my bad. It looks cool. Something I thought was really cool is like the SpongeBob collab they have going on. I find that really funny. After, so we got a look at Hitman. Now I don't really care about the Hitman games, and then something really interesting. So they are developing this new game, right? You don't know what's happening. You enter a gun and then you see the 007. So I'm assuming this might be like a GoldenEye remake or a GoldenEye sequel or just a James Bond game. You know, and then we had Square Enix. We have Brave and Default. It's just a remake, I think, or sorry, HD remaster. It's available on the launch day. And I remember what's so funny is that like back when the Switch 1 released, no third-party company wanted to, like, if this makes sense, like be on Switch. Now look at everyone, like, everything that's going to release on first day, on launch day. Final Fantasy, Cyberpunk. Oh, we're gonna see way more stuff right now. After that, we have Yakuza. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. After Yakuza, we have a Koei Tecmo game. Now, you might remember them from Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. They came back to make a game that is in Zelda's perspective in Tears of the Kingdom. So, while you play with Link, this is what happens with Zelda. So, it's not a sequel and it's not a prequel, it's just Tears of the, like, yeah, it's just TOTK, but in Zelda's perspective. I find this really cool. I loved Hyrule Warriors, so I love this one. It's called Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, so cool. After that, we go straight ahead to more Nintendo Switch Online. After this, they reveal the GameCube emulation. After that, we had Deltarune 3 and 4, chapters 3 and 4. These are new chapters, and everyone's really hyped for them, but I don't have an interest in Undertale or Deltarune, which is kind of sad because I want to. After this, we have Borderlands 4 coming to Switch 2, and then we had the Sid Meier's Civilization. Now, I really don't care. That is really mean, but it's just not my style. We have W2K and NBA 2K. Then we had this game that lagged the live stream for everyone. I don't even know what it's called. I hate it though. Survival Kids. Like, it lagged the live stream for everyone. If it lagged for you, tell me in the comments. It lagged for me, and I was panicking. I kept refreshing. After that, we had one called Gongion 2, I think. After that, we had Star Seeker. I don't know what this is. It looks really cute. And then we had Cyberpunk. Now, the fact that Cyberpunk is on the Switch 2, I'm still trying to process this. The fact that Cyberpunk is on Switch 2 is crazy. So this means Switch 2 is like on Steam Deck and Lenovo Legion level. Coming from that, we have a Square Enix Final Fantasy VII Remake. Now, I actually never finished Final Fantasy VII Remake, but I do have it on my PlayStation. And it is amazing. Stunning for like... It's not an old game, but it's like, I think, like a 2017 game. I'm not sure. But I don't know how this is going to run on Switch. This and Cyberpunk. After that, I don't know how to pronounce this game. I'll just say Path of the Goddess. And then we had Hollow Knight Silk Song. Oh my god. I can't believe this. Because this game got announced 6 years ago. In 2019. I don't know what they've been doing for 6 years. But the Team Cherry, the people behind Hollow Knight and Silk Song, is like a team of 6. So, you know, after that we had the Good Night Universe. Whatever that is, people like it, I guess. I don't know, people like all kinds of stuff. But before that we have Story of Seasons. I don't know what this is. And then we had 2 Point Museum, Wild Hearts, Witchbrook, Run Factory, Marvel Cosmic Invasion, Star Wars Outlaws, Awakening, Nobunaga's Ambition, whatever that game is, Fast Fusion, Shadow Labyrinth, No Sleep for Kaname Date from AI, Reanimal, Fortnite, Arcade Archives 2, Professor Layton, Tamagotchi Plaza, Human Fall Flat 2, and then we had a cinematic opening with someone that I thought was Leon Kennedy, I'll be completely honest. And I'm like, I don't know what this is. It looks like a Soulsborne game. It just gave me that aesthetic. We see his disgusting hand, and I see FromSoft, and I'm like, oh. And then I see the clock tower, and I'm like, Bloodborne? Or Bloodborne Remake? Or Bloodborne Pro to the Switch? Wait, or is it Bloodborne Part 2? But I realized in the next shot, the train, I'm like, this ain't Bloodborne, bro. And I start realizing this is a new IP from Soft called Duskbloods. Now, I have one problem with this. It's PvP. But, you know, the fact that this is an exclusive for the Nintendo Switch 2 is crazy. After that, you know, the dude came on and like said this is their last announcement. And yeah, it was pretty big. You may know Masashiro Sakurai. He is the genius behind Super Smash Bros. So once I saw Kirby, I was like, is this Smash? And then I remembered that he said Ultimate is the final Smash. So I don't know. I was really confused. And like, it was like, huh, Kirby Racing? And then I saw his name and I was like, what? So he was right. Smash Ultimate was the final Smash, and now he's on to Kirby Air Racing. Interesting. After it, we got an environment that I thought was Mario Odyssey Part 2. And then I was like, it doesn't really look like Mario. It looks too realistic. Donkey Kong, baby. The game is called Donkey Kong Bonanza, and it looks amazing. This game is amazing. My friend did not like the new design. I think it's okay. I think this game looks amazing. The different costumes, his animations, him breaking out, him climbing, him rolling and climbing. The parkour looks sick. The rolling looks cool. Breaking through the ground is really sick. And oh my god, picking up rocks, destroying the environment around you. Also digging for gold, what seems like to be like a currency, I guess. The environment is very interactive and you can cause destruction. The game looks amazing. Not only is the graphics amazing, the frame rate is also amazing and it looks great. The boss fights look awesome. The game is colorful and wow, the maps look amazing. This whole game looks amazing. I probably said amazing like 60 times in this video. And it's releasing July 17, 2025. And that was the whole direct. I mean, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I'll get this out in time. If you're watching this, it's probably going to release on the day of the direct, so you're probably watching this on the day of the direct. If not, well, it is what it is. Please drop a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more videos. And if you guys enjoyed, please comment what video I should do next. And that's all for today. Goodbye, everyone.